Today in Roblox Forsaken, I'm going to be linking every single survivor in the game. Because recently I did a video of using a wheel to determine my survivor. So I think I have enough experience with every survivor now to link them. Watch until the end to find out what the best survivor is, because it is not who you're expecting. Now let's get on to the video. Okay, so first up is Noob. And Noob literally has no way to fight back. It has mid invisibility. And its straight skin ability just makes you slow, so unless you're already somewhat full from a killer, it's kinda pointless. So I'm going to have to go link a D tier. The only positive with it is that you spawn with a Bloxy Cola, but it kinda cancels out because you could just find those across the map. The next one I'm going to be linking is Elliot. Honestly, in my opinion, it is the best support class in the game. And the reason it's the best support class in the game is because if someone's running towards you, you can just throw pizza at them and heal them. And then you also get a good amount of speed from your other move. And overall, I think Elliot is really good, so I'm going to go link it A tier. The main downside with it is it can't fight back against the killer, which at least for me, I enjoy doing. But what about guest 1337? Well, with guest, you have quite a few ways you can fight back against the killer. You can block their move and then punch them, or you could charge at them. Either way, you get a bunch of XP for it, and I think it's one of the better classes in the game if you can get good with it. So I'm going to go link this S tier. And now we have Taph. Taph is pretty good, because if a killer goes across your trip mine, everyone can see where they're at, and then the subspace trip mine kinda makes it difficult to chase you, making it very useful to get away from the killer. So due to all of those reasons, I think I'm going to be making Taph in A tier, because again, you can't really fight back, but it's really good support, if you could even call it that. I don't really know what it falls under, but just it's really fun setting traps for the killers and kinda outsmarting them a bit. And speaking of outsmarting, we have N7. Now with N7 you could outsmart the killer, but thing is, if a killer's been playing the game for more than a few hours, they will probably be able to tell which one's you and which one's the clone. And plus with cool GUI taking forever, it's only really useful if you're far away from the killer, which makes it really difficult to use, but its clone is really fun to mess around with, and if you're with someone who's new to the game, they might not know who it is, so I'm going to link it C tier. Before we link the next survivor, I just wanted to say that 84.5% of my audience isn't subscribed, and I have something very special planned for when I hit 50,000 subscribers, so subscribe to help us get there, and let's get back to the video. Next up we have Shedletsky. Now I'm a Shedletsky main, so I'm going to be obviously a little bit biased, and by a little bit, I mean barely. In my opinion, Shedletsky is the best character for beginners, because it's easy to learn. Chicken means heal, sword means slash, and if you can get your timing right with the slashes, then you're already doing pretty good. Shedletsky also played Forsaken, which can't literally say the same for other people that are in the game, like Builderman. You guys ever see David Bazooki in Forsaken? Nope, exactly. So with all of that, I'm going to be linking him S tier, just because he is a really good survivor for beginners, super easy to learn, and plus the 5 more Shedletsky skin is really funny. Arguably the dumbest skin in the game, because it gives away where you're at all the time, but it's also really funny. And Shedletsky clearly is a developer favorite, having more skins than any other character in the game. But what about Builderman? Well, like Elliot and Shedletsky, Builderman is also really easy to learn if you're brand new to the game, because he has 2 basic moves. One that puts down a turret which slows down the killer until they attack it, and one that puts up a dispenser thing that heals everyone that's in a close radius. Now the reason I wouldn't say it's the best support class though, is because all the machines are 1-shot or 2-shot, and the dispenser machine just heals you really slow. Like devs, please buff it. So because of that, I'm going to have to put Builderman in A tier right next to Taph. But now we got twotime. So twotime is one I'm not very good with. It allows you to basically go invisible, put in a second spawn, and stab people, which I'm not really sure how it works that well. I'm very new with it. I have not used it that much, which twotime is also very difficult to learn, but it can fight back against the killer. So because of that, I'm going to have to put it in B tier. Now for Gubby, I'm putting Gubby in S tier. Gubby is the best character in the game, and if you disagree, you're wrong. Now for Dusekkar, even though Dusekkar has a 5-star rating, he is actually pretty easy to learn. So you have one move that if it shoots a survivor, they gain speed, and if it shoots the killer, they gain slowness. And then there's another move that gives resistance. So overall, pretty good support, except his wand is very difficult to aim for the move that slows people down or speeds them up, and killers tend to typically go for them along with the other support classes first. So because of that, I'm going to have to rank it B tier right next to twotime. Now what about Chance? Chance is probably one of the better survivors if you're lucky. Majority of Chance's gameplay is luck. There is a skill you have to have in aiming his gun to shoot it at people, which thankfully damages the killer. But it also has a chance to end up killing you, blowing up in your face, or just not shooting. All of which can be really bad, especially if you're close to the killer. And then the next move is Reroll, which can give you anywhere from 50 to 130 HP, which if you get lucky and get over 100, that's good, but most of the time you will get under 100, and that's just not good. It makes you very easy for the killer to get, and every time the coin doesn't add something to your counter, it gives you +1 weakness, which stacks, so you could get weakness 20, weakness 30, and if you get attacked while having weakness, it does a lot more damage, which will make it very easy for the killer to kill you. Like, you'll be Oliver from Invincible in that one scene. And overall, if you're unlucky, it's not that good. If you are lucky, it is good. So I'm ranking it B tier, just because I think if you're lucky, it can be S tier. If you're unlucky, it can be D tier. And plus, you need a bit of skill to use it, so I think it fits in B tier. But as I stated in the video, who do I think the best survivor is? Well, clearly not Gubby, cause Gubby is a killer. But I do think that it is Guest or Shedletsky, since he can fight back against the killer, and one of them's beginner friendly, one is not as much beginner friendly. But overall, I think you should just use what survivor makes you happy. Everything said in this video was just my opinion, but I wasn't even going into who was the most fun to play or anything, because this list would look a lot different if it was who was the most fun. So comment down below who your favorite survivor is, and go watch the video on screen cause it's a banger. And for now, peace.